I'd like to call the meeting to order. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the meeting of the Barrie Police Service Board for December 19th, 2024. I'd like to begin with our land acknowledgement. In keeping with Indigenous protocol and building respectful relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples in Canada, it is customary to acknowledge the traditional territories and ancestral lands of Indigenous peoples. We'd like to acknowledge this sacred land on which the Barrie Simcoe Emergency Service Campus operates. It has been the site for human activity for 15,000 years. This land is the ancestral land of the Wendat and Anishinaabe Nation. The treaty that was signed for this particular parcel of land is collectively referred to as the Williams Treaty. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture. We also recognize the enduring presence of Indigenous peoples on this land and are committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect. Thank you. Our agenda was distributed in advance. A motion to approve this morning's agenda. Mr. Khan, Mary Thompson. Any questions, comments, or amendments to the agenda? Seeing none, those in favor. Thank you. Any conflicts of interest that any member needs to declare with or would like to declare with respect to today's agenda items? Seeing none, also distributed in advance were our minutes of December the 4th, 2024. A motion to approve those minutes. Deputy Mayor Thompson, any questions, comments, or amendments to our minutes? Seeing none, those in favor. Thank you. In our consent agenda, again distributed in advance, there are 4 items: auxiliary and special constable appointments and terminations, time and attendance report, human resources report, and public complaints. Any of those items any member would like to hold, or any questions? Seeing none, a motion to approve those consent agenda. Mayor Thompson. And then I'll hand it over to Chief Johnson is on his annual leave. I think we call it vacation. They call it annual leave here, and stepping in for him is Deputy Burke. Deputy Burke, I'll hand it over to you, please, for the Chief's update.
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity to highlight a few events and initiatives occurred since the last board meeting. As you can well imagine, this time of the year is rather busy. November 23rd, we were once again thrilled to participate in the United Way Simcoe Muskoka Holiday with a Hero event. More than 20 of our uniformed members joined children from our community to shop for their families, and then celebrated the pancake breakfast, games, and crafts at the Innisfil YMCA. As you can see, we're all the 2024 Citizens Police Academy had a graduation ceremony on Wednesday, November 28th, joined by participants' families, and also pass along his congratulations. After a hiatus over COVID, we were thrilled to welcome back these community members who are interested in learning more about the Barrie Police Service and the many different aspects of our organization. Of note, out of that class, we have a couple of candidates for our citizens on patrol and our on November 29th, Special Constable Shannon Callahan and BPS civilian member Amy Fitzgerald assisted with the 2nd annual Youth Haven dinner, together with representatives from Loblaws and Zehrs, local Zehrs stores. The holiday dinner was shared with residents of Youth Haven. Youth Haven is a nonprofit organization, shelter, and transitional house for youth aged 16 to 24. A special thanks to Shannon. Her dedication to service within our community was recognized, acknowledged, and greatly appreciated. November 29th, our annual Mitten Tree campaign, which you passed on the way in, got underway with a generous donation of a tree from Somerville Nurseries, who've been a supporter again for a few years now. Donations of new or handmade mittens, hats, and scarves will be accepted until December 20th. One will be sorted and donated to organizations throughout the community, and as you can see from the amount in their lobby, it's great to support. December 9th through the 13th, we're very fortunate to have Detective Constable Deb Howe go to Manchester in the United Kingdom to learn from the experts at the Family Liaison Officer Coordinator course. Detective Constable Howe has been instrumental in launching our Family Liaison Officer program here at the Barrie Police, and we've had many inquiries from other services. December 10th, members of Barrie Police Services visited Canadian Blood Services on Bayview Drive to continue their ongoing commitment to support cause. With 117 blood donations made from BPS so far this year, we're well on our way to meeting our team goal of 125 before the end of the year. A reminder that anyone who is a blood donor can join the BPS team. Reach out to corporate communications for information on how to be part of community events. December 12th, which was a snow day, the kids were very happy. The schools weren't, because it was actually time to pick up for Christmas cheer. An all call went out. We were notified by a member of our service. We put a team in action, sent our command post 350. The school was Guthrie. After the initial shock, when 350 pulled in, we actually filled. We were amazed how much it was. We filled 350 and then over the Christmas cheer. So it was an excellent effort all around. There's many organizations that actually helped out that day. So excellent effort this time of year. Members of the Barrie Police Service, including sworn, civilian, auxiliary, and citizens on patrol, taking part in food drives, clothing drives, boot drives, toy drives, all to give back to our community. December 6th, Constable Prab Batra was presented with a King Charles III Coronation Medal, recognizing his outstanding contribution to the community through his continued volunteer work with the Barrie Food Bank and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Barrie District. MP Doug Shipley and MPP Doug Downey presented the medal to Constable Batra. Constable Batra is one of 25 community members to receive this recognition. Ride program on Thursday, November 1st. We attended the launch at the Halton Regional Police Headquarters. Strategically, we sent down the Battenberg Mach E EV and placed it right in the center of the photo, and joined other police services from across Ontario, reminding the public that it is never an excuse for driving together. Our members are trained as drug recognition experts and in standardized field sobriety testing, and drivers can expect to see ride checks throughout the holiday season, throughout the year, and at any time of day. Use a ride share or taxi, arrange for a ride, or a designated driver, or stay the night. There are so many options to help you and others. Our recruiting team has been busy lately as well. December 5th, we hosted an employment and information session. December 13th, 6 recruits took part in the final march path of the Ontario Police College before returning for 3 weeks of very police specific training. Special thanks to board chair Greg Ferguson for attending this event for the first time, and our members truly appreciated the support, and I believe Chair Ferguson. January 8th, on January 8th, they'll receive their badges at a recruit grad, and then they'll spend several months with a coach officer. Further graduate diploma in police leadership. Earlier this month, 9 members of the service wrapped up their year-long educational journey with the completion of a graduate diploma in police leadership. Completing online for the Ontario Tech University, these graduate school level courses provide our members with a solid foundation in the historical origins and development of policing as a social institution, the ability to critically examine, evaluate, and implement police-related research and data, insights into the impact of issues related to equity, diversity, and inclusion in policing, and experience in developing evidence-based strategies to drive change. I would like to congratulate and recognize the following members for their commitment to this very intensive program. Detective Constable Alyssa Aker, Detective Constable Ben Hayes, Detective Constable Josh Knight, Records Manager Nicole Lees, Stratcom Supervisor Jeanette Mays, Sergeant Steph McGibbon of our CAP unit, IT Managers TJ Medlin, and Constable Devin Hopkins and Candace Wilson. It was a tremendous amount of work. Worked through. December 10th, we at the Barrie Police Service headquarters, actually right in the community room, our supervisors, both sworn and civilian, we had harassment awareness and response training. We actually were very fortunate to have Lauren Bernardi, who is a recognized subject matter expert in the province and across the country in this, as the lead. Training included group work, case studies, open and respectful discussions. We know that our internal culture has a significant impact on how people feel about coming into work each day. We want to make sure we're doing everything we can to make this a supportive, inclusive, and welcoming workplace. Canadian framework for trauma-informed response and policing. December 6th marked the internal launch of the Canadian framework for trauma-informed policing, a groundbreaking initiative by the CACP Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police that establishes a new national standard for trauma-informed practice of policing. A public launch will be held in the new year by CACP. This framework, which we're very proud of, was co-authored by Inspector Val Gates and civilian members Victoria Chimolowitz and Madison Sharman. Reflects the culminations of years of collaboration and expertise. Inspector Gates led the CACP working group that developed the framework, which aims to improve outcomes for survivors of violence, build trust within communities, and enhance the professionalism of police services across Canada. To further these efforts, Inspector Gates was invited to deliver training on trauma-informed sexual violence investigation course tailored for the dedicated investigators of the Greater Sudbury Police Service. The specialized training integrates the principles of the framework and equips participants with skills, empathy, and professionalism necessary to handle sensitive cases effectively. By championing trauma-informed, victim-centered approaches, Barrie Police Service continues to support the adoption of innovative practices that foster transparency, community trust, and safety. Barrie Police Service will honor and contribute to advancing these essential standards for both the framework and this training initiative. An online version of the report is available by visiting the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police website under resources. Meeting the partnership, myself, the chief, attended the OACP CEO days with a number of other chiefs and deputies. Inspector of Policing held an information session on their policing insight statement, which then was followed up by a survey both to the board and to the service. Update with the OPP, Chief and I attended GHQ for Joint Forces of Operation update, which covered every Joint Forces of Operation they're involved in. Of course, our monthly meeting with the City of Barrie. As you can see from the picture here, the CTV year-end interview, which will be airing soon, and the continued meetings with the community safety and well-being. Highlighted investigations, November 25th, break and enter was reported at Business and Common Park Drive. Video surveillance showed 5 males arrived in 2 motor vehicles and with 4 minutes flee the area with the items that have been stolen. Investigation remains ongoing. November 27th, during a traffic stop, police observed a male in a back seat who was initially unresponsive, and officers were obviously concerned for his well-being. It was found, though, that the male would not be in need of medical attention. He was attempting to evade police as he was found to be in possession of a large quantity of drugs involved. December 3rd, as part of a proactive investigation in drug trafficking activities, the Barrie Police Service Drug Enforcement Unit and Community and Safety and Wellbeing Team arrested 2 individuals and executed 2 warrants at residential addresses in Barrie. Assisted by the Barrie Police Tactical Support Unit, 2 17-year-old Barrie males were taken into custody without incident. At the time of their arrest, they were each found to be in possession of a loaded firearm and a quantity of suspected. December 11th, a frontline uniform-led investigation with assessments from the services criminal investigative division, tactical support unit, K9 unit, and the community safety and wellbeing team, included with the arrest of 6 people, 3 males and 3 females, all facing drug-related possession and trafficking charges. A large quantity of suspected cocaine and fentanyl was seized on behalf of the Barrie Police Service, I'd like to wish the board and members of the community very joyous and safe.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Burt. Questions or comments for the deputy? I just have one. As the deputy made reference, I did attend the Ontario Police College graduation last week. If you can find the time and the opportunity, please do so. It was a wonderful event to see. It was 493 grads, of which we were allocated 6. Would have liked to have been allocated more, but and the valedictorian speech was presented by one of our 6 members, Drew Wood, just 1,000 points. One of the 6 members, Drew Wood, from our organization. It's well worth it. It's a long day, and I almost missed past the night, but Deputy Burt picked up some time on the way home. But it was a wonderful event. That concludes our open meeting for this morning. Motion to move in hammer in accordance with section 44(1)(a) of the Community Safety and Policing Act, with respect to personnel and matters. Very council. And everyone's in favor. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everyone. Appreciate the support, certainly of the members of the service, but of the community for the Barrie Police Service. And I wish everyone a happy holiday, wonderful new year. Thanks very much.